Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Holden orders a Vesper as he joins Nate at the club bar. Nate believed he was heading out of town. Holden clarifies that plans changed and that he is truly acclimating to this environment. He was also taken aback to see Nate because he assumed he would be at home with Audra. "Why would that matter to you?" asks Nate. After Holden apologizes, the conversation shifts to Audra's joblessness. Holden wishes Nate more success than he did in keeping her. He describes their encounter as a relationship, which surprises Nate. Holden acknowledges that she escaped. She wanted to leave Los Angeles, and he wanted to get serious. "Your loss, my good fortune," reflects Nate. To demonstrate how simple it would be to entice Kyle back into an affair, Audra arranges a romantic surprise for Nate at his house while flashing back to making a deal with Victor. She appears anxious as she looks at a framed picture of herself and Nate. As she sets the table, she thinks back on her chat with Victor and fears that he will betray her once more. He firing her is flashed in her mind. She yells, "Why can't anything ever be easy for me?" Grabbing her phone, Audra dictates a text message to Sally. She informs her that she is reconsidering her decision on Victor. She may have a point, he let her down once, so why wouldn't he do it again? However, he now wants something that only she can provide, and it might be her final opportunity to run her own business. She must eliminate her doubts. Audra deletes the text after realizing she can't send it and assures herself that everything will be all right. Before she worries any more about Victor, she phones Nate and lets him know his surprise is ready. "Audra, you can do this," she encourages herself. Nate alerts Damian. Nate pays his check at the club. "Good night," Holden supposes. Nate informs him that although it is none of his business, Audra is preparing a surprise for him at home. She always liked to keep him guessing, Holden thinks. He says he knows her fairly well and that they were friends before anything else. "I hope you understand how fortunate you are. And avoid making the same mistake I did with her." He wasn't asked for advice by Nate. He believes he is attempting to construct a line of battle, as if they are competing for Audra's love. Nate says, "I can guarantee you that's not the case." He questions whether Holden will go too far and whether this will become an issue. Holden gives him comfort. He hopes the best for him and Audra. He keeps bringing up Audra's name and whatever relationship he had with her, and Nate wonders why. Does that make sense? Holden claims that all they have in common is that he is merely attempting to engage in nice small talk. It doesn't seem like a means of bonding to Nate. Though he isn't referring to Damian, he reminds him that they share him. Holden maintains that he's glad Audra found someone despite Nate's repeated warnings. Nate walks out. Damian is prepared for society. Lily's presence is appreciated by Damian. She hopes he's prepared to answer some questions because she was fascinated to receive his call. "Fire away," he says. "I'm completely open and honest." Lily wants to know everything there is to know about Aristotle Dumas, his boss. That is rather complex, according to Damian. Lily advises him to simplify things for her and cautions him that this is his final opportunity to convince her that he is doing well. With one caveat, Damian consents to tell her everything. This must be a private talk between them. He wants her to speak. I use those terms. The notion that he knows her well enough to be able to tell if she is honest just by looking into her eyes makes Lily laugh. He thinks she is a decent individual. He will have to trust that she is telling the truth if she speaks to him while wearing those stunning eyes. Lily makes fun of his lines. Damian maintains that her eyes are stunning. Lily assures them that the discussion will remain private. Damian is prepared to speak then, but he is not present. The story of Damian. Lily questions Damian about why he's suddenly willing to talk to her about Dumas in the park. He reflects that since the Nate and Amy disclosures, his priorities have shifted. His thoughts are shifting from work to his family. Lily is able to comprehend that. Damian hints that he might have wanted to win her favor as well. the fact that she doesn't trust him irritates him. He likes her and isn't attempting to defraud her family. I don't want my favorite people to think poorly of me. Because she's been burnt by folks she's known for a lot longer than him, Lily is on high alert. It's fair enough, he says. He says it's worth the risk if telling her the truth about Dumas wins her trust. So, what can you tell me? Asks Lily. To begin with, there is no such thing as Aristotle Dumas, explains Damian. Lily assumed it was a false identity. It's clear from the literary allusions. They discuss the tale of the Count of Monte Cristo, a man who seeks retribution from those who have mistreated him. Damian is unaware of his boss's intentions. He has never even met him in person. How did he ever come to his attention? Lily queries why he hired him. According to Damian, he was aware of Dumas. Dumas was unknown until all of a sudden he became well known. He made up a false biography about himself to impress him since he was impressed. When he received a call, he was taken aback and misrepresented his qualifications. He succeeded. He must have impressed Dumas with his pitch, but he probably knew as soon as he opened his mouth. He employed him to manage 2 of his businesses. He had to keep control in private while feigning to discharge them. He took over as the frontman. He asked no questions or hesitated. Lily worries that Dumas was setting him up since she finds this to be suspicious. According to Damian, he didn't have any money to spare. Dumas was prepared to dance if he was the devil. The big news for Audra. When Nate gets home, Audra pulls him inside and gives him a passionate kiss. Though he questions the occasion, he admires her and her preparations. Because he constantly spoils her, she wanted to do something special for him. Audra clarifies that they are alone because Amy is dining with Tracy Abbott. Audra toasts Nate and inquires about his day. It was nothing in comparison to this, he said. Audra must confess something. He is the main focus of this evening, but there is another topic as well. Something significant and thrilling. Additionally, Nikki brings in the big men. Audra informs Nate that she has at last found employment. Excited, he gives her a hug. Audra was starting to question whether it would ever occur. He is aware that she has struggled. Although she enjoyed spending time with him and getting to know Amy, she was beginning to doubt her own abilities. Nate queries which fortunate business was wise enough to recruit her. He is dragged to his feet by Audra, who invites him to join her in dancing. Nate asks her if she will wait until after they eat to reveal her employment while they are slow dancing. They begin kissing and taking off their clothes after she says dinner can wait. Holden and Devon spars. Abby, who is returning from Europe with Dominic, calls Devon when they get to the club. He disconnects after telling her that she has a lot to catch up on. Devon approaches the pub after spotting Holden there. It must be family hour, Holden says. Nate simply walked out.